Well, hello, viewers, family, and friends. Welcome to another edition of Colin King Reviews. Really appreciate you tuning in with us each and every week.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to all our new subscribers. Really appreciate you. And we're hoping to add some more new subscribers. Join in, come on, join the fun. We've had a great time this year.
We have.
I'm Kendrick, my lovely wife Nicole.
Hey.
Yes, and tonight we're discussing Married at First Sight Season 9, North Carolina, episode 15, which is actually uh been they've been gone for 2 months and they're coming back for a 2 month reunion to discuss what's going on in their lives at this point.
Yeah. Did we really find out anything different? Let's see. We're gonna start with Keith and Iris because that's who they started with.
Yeah.
Iris came out, Keith came out. They both had new hairdos, and they sat down. And Kevin Frazier asked, "What's been going on? How is everything?" Life, I guess, has been good. Everybody said they were
How
good.
they progress
Yeah,
since
clearly,
since the decision to by Keith to divorce.
yeah, clearly they've been going to dinner a few times,
Yeah,
hanging
I
out
was
a little
stressed
bit.
out a little bit and going out hanging out. So she, in her mind that we discussed, my wife and I, she still has hope.
Yeah,
So she hanging on to some hope that
that she
Keith
shouldn't.
changes his mind from day to day. She don't know if he gonna change his mind and decide to get back with her due to all the chemistry and fun that they've had in the past. So she's hoping that they can get back together, change their mind, and live a happy life.
Yeah, but clearly Keith is on a different path. I really don't know what they discussed at dinner because it seemed like they
We
had
don't
some
understand the dinner
some
aspect of it
unresolved
because if he's not
issues.
interested in being married to her, I don't know why they're still going out.
But not even that. The questions that she was asking still kind of like, well, why, if my virginity wasn't the issue or sex wasn't the issue, why we got a divorce, then why? If it's just intimacy, I was intimate with you in this way,
Well,
I was intimate in
she
that
pointed out
way.
about 5 different ways that she was, and because he was like, there wasn't any intimacy, and she said actually there was.
Right.
They was holding, they were in the bed, they did a lot of touchy feely, and so she's pointing out ways that one, two, three, four. She counted them on her fingers. She said, "No, you said I wasn't intimate at all," and she said, "Yes, I was."
But my question is, okay,
It just
this,
the other. That's the only thing they didn't have was the sex.
no, but my question is, if you're bringing this out on the reunion, what are y'all talking about at dinner? I mean, I'm confused. What are you actually talking about if you didn't talk about this or why he decided to get a divorce? And
But somewhere she's still clinging on to some hope. So somewhere he giving her some hope at these
yeah.
dinners or
Something.
gatherings or meetings or whatever they coming together somewhere. And
Yeah.
so she getting a false hope, a false sense.
Or she
Now,
was.
now he seems cool, but we don't know what's going on through his mind. Maybe
Right.
he likes the fact that she still into him and he don't want to let that go. But as far as he mentioned, he kept asking the questions. Is there a chance or no? He was hesitating and stuff, and
Kevin Frazier kept asking the question.
he finally told her no. So I guess not then,
Well, yeah, because
because he's saying he don't want to. The way her she have to train and teach. He said he's not trying to go into a teaching mode
well, Kevin
when it
had
comes to that.
asked, when Kevin asked, is there, do you think at any point in time could you guys get back together? And Iris was like, well, if we went through some counseling to work on the
That's
issues
the
that
only
Keith
way.
had,
Hmm.
as the reason why we got a divorce in the first place, or he was wanting a divorce in the first place, then I could see that.
Now she smiled pretty good, so it looked like she had some hope there. When she mentioned, she said, "Now if we go to counseling, then yeah, that would be good. That would be the way I'll take him back." But she smiled pretty good, as if it was some hope left.
Until Keith answered.
Yeah,
And
they had to pull that out of him.
And so he really,
He wasn't willing to answer
he
though.
was just like he couldn't answer for the future. He really didn't know. And Kevin was like,
He
"Is
kept
I just
pro
need a yes or a no." And he
he
was
kept
like,
pulling at
"Well,
him problems saying, man, I just need a yes or no.
he was like, well, based on the information that I've gathered, no." He was like, and he brought up red flags that he had said he had been watching, like goes back to how she reacted to the condoms, how she reacted with the lemonade, and she was just like, well, had you talked to me about these things then, I could have worked on it or something like that. But he was just like, well, I'm not really trying to change you. If that's who you are, that's how you reacted. I just needed to see that. And those were just like red flags. Case in point, it's a no for them. It's still a no for Keith.
Iris still got a lot of hope.
um, I don't know. She was a little sad. She was a little sad about it. But I mean, he said no 2 months ago, and so I really don't understand the dinner though. That's what's throwing me. And what are you talking about at the dinner that you're still coming to the reunion
Well,
having these same
that's what's giving her
questions?
hope. And so
Yeah. So
when the
that needs
cameras
to
are
be
off, when
done.
the cameras are off, they'll go back and do
That
some
needs to be
dinner
done. You can't.
again and date.
Yeah, you can't keep doing that. Either you're gonna be in or you're gonna be out, and
And then
it's
he told her that he don't want to. He's not seeing anyone right now. He don't want to see nobody right now.
no, he's not
Too
dating,
fresh.
but he's active,
Yeah.
but he's not dating.
Well,
And, they
it
don't, the
may
two
have
don't go
been.
hand in hand always.
He didn't really say for certain, so I don't want to. He didn't really.
He did.
Yeah, he didn't
Yes, he
really.
did.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he said it.
Okay.
He said it.
Well, in my opinion, I wouldn't say.
Agree
But
to disagree. He said it. Okay, so the next couple that they bring out is was it Greg and Deanna? It was Greg and Deanna, right?
I think so.
Okay, Greg and Deanna are in marital bliss. They're good right now. They showed a little picture of, a little video of them at the house. Deanna said she loved Greg first. Greg couldn't even remember when he said he loved Deanna. She had to remind him.
Something about he had lost something
He lost his Ray
and she
Bans.
had to find him, and once she found him, then he said, "I love you."
He's like, "Oh, I love you," and so yeah, that was cute. It
But
was a
she
cute little
actually said
moment.
it first, so it was shocking to us. But she'd be going real slow. But yeah, she actually said it first.
Mhm.
He did.
Yeah, come to find out, of course they moved into the house. Why wouldn't they? We didn't
Uh,
know Greg was allergic to the dog. We didn't know that. So they're telling us Greg is allergic to the dog, so the dog can't come upstairs. He can't be in the upstairs quarters, only the downstairs.
mm-hmm.
So that's about it with them. Little information about Deanna's sister is gonna have a baby, which based on the previews, I knew it wasn't gonna be Deanna because they said too much. She was like, our family is expanding. I was like, oh well, I thought they were gonna have another dog or something,
Yeah,
but
no, they
it
ended
wasn't
up.
too much with them. I mean, they're good, so that's wonderful. They just still, but they did say an interesting thing. They were like, during the time of production, what they did was when the cameras and stuff left, I guess for the evening, and they weren't taping, that they had deep conversations, still getting to know each other, which was good. Because I don't think everybody does that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but they're the only ones that have said that they did that. So I think that was good for them.
Yeah.
So they actually had deep conversations after the camera was gone,
Mm-hmm.
before the 8 weeks was up. So that made it, and she said she reflected on those times, which helped her make a decision.
Right.
So that was good to find out.
Mm.
What did they bring? Did they bring out Jamie? I think they bring. We're gonna go ahead and do Jamie and Elizabeth,
Yeah.
even if they didn't, because they're still on their roller coaster. But it's a little funny. They're still together.
They married, but they ended up separating again just for a time,
Yeah, they separated for a
few
little bit.
days.
A little
Uh,
stress going on after the cameras
yeah, the
left.
real life happened.
Real life happened. Dogs got sick. She was
Well, she
stressed
blew
out.
up over the dogs and put the dogs first before Jamie.
Yeah. So
Jamie had to do his thing and take the cat again.
we don't know what to get.
I'm
But
sure he did. He don't
and
leave without the cat.
and
So he had to leave again, I'm sure. And then somehow they must have talked it over and discussed it and decided they they good for each other. So they're gonna
Right.
stay together.
Yeah. At some point, and I could be wrong, because I didn't even watch it for a second time like we usually do, but I thought he said in the beginning that they moved. She moved into his place, but then I guess after they got back together, he moved into her place. Because I know he said
Yeah,
he moved into
she
hers.
moved into his first, and
Yeah.
then for whatever reason thought it was too small, so they moved into hers.
Yes.
And her place is kind of small too. So in the end, they decide they're gonna go to California and start all the way over.
Yeah. Hit the restart button.
They're gonna go across the globe
She realized
from
that
North Carolina to California.
Jamie puts her in her place. He knows how to come back at her, and so she needs that. That's what she said.
Yeah,
So they're going to
they
continue their roller coaster
they're
in
looking
California.
forward to going to Cali
Yes.
and starting a new life there.
Now we have
Mm-mm.
Matt,
And Amber.
aka Casper, and
Amber.
Amber. Matt checked out. He checked out at the after party barbecue last week. He was out. He had checked out. They must have made him come back. But he was sitting on the couch. They came out. Amber is still
She bitter.
she's she's finding herself, but she's still not over Matt.
Yeah, she mad.
Yeah, she's still mad.
She
And
calling them out on phases and then calling them names.
Matt showed his tail tonight. I mean, both of them did, because she was really taking jabs at him. And
She said something about, "Come on, boy."
oh, Kevin Frazier was asking him, did you ever have sex with another woman while you were with Amber? And all that dramatic hesitation, and he was
Yeah.
like, no.
So Emma said, "Okay, come on with it, boy."
And so come to find out, I guess one of Matt's friends had told Amber some things that had happened. We found out Elizabeth knew a mutual friend, and knew some things that had happened.
I already knew a lot.
Yeah. And so it was just a lot going on between them. And Kevin was like, do you think you owe her an apology? And so Matt started an apology, and Amber was just like, see, that's what I'm talking about. It doesn't seem like you mean it. It seems like you hate me, and I just want us to be. At
She kept
first, she
mentioning that
said
word hates.
friendly,
And then she said
cordial.
cordial. She trying to be cordial. And
But I'm like,
he
why?
looked down like, girl, I'm not finna be cordial with you.
I mean, he clowned. He actually said, like, he knew in the first 15
minutes.
minutes of meeting
He
her that he
didn't
didn't want to
like
be with
her.
her. And I'm like, really? But it was some people that had been in the comments that said Matt didn't never like her. But I'm like, for you to say that, so you just was using this whole time. I knew you was using after you came back from the honeymoon, but
Well, nobody knows the family.
yeah, we talked about that too.
Nobody know Matt family. Hey, you heard about his dad, his mom, his sister, his brother?
Mm-mm.
Nobody.
Mm-mm.
Not an aunt or uncle.
Nobody probably didn't even
Where
know he
Matt
was
family
married.
at? Where Matt family at?
I don't know.
Have you seen him?
Matt had checked
I
out.
hadn't heard of him.
He checked out.
Amber don't know any of his family.
She was still trying to get him to like admit to stuff, and I'm like, Amber, move on, because at this point
She bitter.
your closure is he disrespected you, so that's your closure. You don't need anything else from
Well, she
him.
felt like she put all that energy into him and she didn't get nothing in return. So it ended up in a divorce. She's bitter. She mad. She angry. And she called him names. She's saying he's.
It's 8 weeks you can't get back, but it's 8 weeks. 8 weeks of a lesson learned too. And I mean, it's not eight. I'm sure she's probably had relationships that were
Well,
longer than that. And granted, this was different because this was a marriage, but still, it's an
well,
arranged marriage.
to help herself at this point, she got a dog.
That is probably the best thing she could have done.
She got her a dog.
She got the best companion she can have at this point in her life.
It's a little black dog.
A little, I think it's a chihuahua. I'm not sure. I don't know dogs like that. So,
Yeah. But it's interesting to say the least. Just a little get together after 2 months.
yeah.
It was quite interesting what they had to say. Kevin Frazier, he asked a Wow, some serious questions. Want to
Yeah, they played
know, and
Elizabeth's little
is there a
tantrums
chance that they
back.
could get back, or is there a chance that y'all can split? That's how we learned that Jamie and Elizabeth had actually split up
Yeah.
and got back together. So
She
yes,
almost threw a tantrum, I thought, but
so
she
it was
was real
all
good.
personal. She did good.
Because Kevin kept asking her a question, after, how they do at reunions. They play old stuff and it brings up back old
Yeah, now
stuff.
at this point now, I will mention that now when they show that old film of her shoving that coffee table out the way and really throwing that tantrum. All the other couples hadn't seen that, so they were really in shock. They looking up like, "Wow, I didn't know she had got that angry."
Mm.
She asked them, "Why you didn't defend me from them?" And she's upset. And
Yeah.
all the rest of the couples are like, "Wow, okay, so we had to be defended from." Oh, okay, so wow, they just like in shock. Like I didn't know this side of her either.
Yeah.
So it's
But she didn't want to talk
been.
about it. So,
She was trying. They kept showing it. She got mad at Kevin. And then she told him, "You being disrespectful." And then he was like, "No, I haven't done anything." So he's trying to get down to the point, and she don't want that re-aired because it's bringing back old emotions,
yeah.
and it's gonna cause them two to be. They trying to be at a good spot right now.
Yeah, they
You
might have
bringing
had
up
it out in
old
the car.
issues, and so here we go
Probably had
again.
it out in the car.
I looked at my wife. I said, they're gonna be fighting again.
Yep.
Just because they showed that old film, once you put it back there, you laid it to rest. But of course, this is the show that you volunteered for.
Right.
They gonna rehash some stuff. You gonna get to see it, and everybody else see it too.
Mm.
So every time they fight, guess what? Everybody sees it.
Yeah. I think that was pretty much it. I mean, it wasn't a lot.
No,
Pretty much like last week. I mean,
this
last
is the
week they could have
special.
actually had after when they had the after party barbecue, they could have had the reunion. But I guess you got to see what happened after 2 months. But nothing really changed because everybody that decided to stay married are still married, and everybody that wanted to get a divorce still divorced. So
Hmm.
that was pretty much it.
Well, that's it. And so, Married at First Sight will be returning
Hmm.
January 1.
In DC,
Oh,
5 couples,
and it will
2 hours.
we will be in the 10th season. So it'll be season 10
Hmm.
starting January 1. So we really appreciate all our viewers for tuning in each
Yes.
and every week at this Married at First Sight. We're asking for more subscribers. So please subscribe. Not only view, but subscribe. Hit your
Hmm.
subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything. And just tune in each and every week. Now, we know in January we're coming back with Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
Until then, we do have some other shows that we will be reviewing as well. We start reviewing Power. We didn't get enough views for 2 weeks. We did it 2 times. So we
Yeah.
let that go. So we'll let you know that.
Yeah.
Now, currently at this point, we're reviewing Greenleaf at this point.
Hmm.
And then also, we got a couple of others in mind to start reviewing. So just stay tuned with us and see what we have for you.
Yeah, hit the
Colin
notification
Ken
button.
reviews. Colin Ken reviews. We appreciate all your comments, your likes. We really appreciate it. Continue to do that. And will give us about 2 to 3 days to respond back to you.
Yes.
So just give us a couple days to respond back. And really appreciate you once again. Because stay tuned to Colin Ken reviews. Until next time.